Hello, and welcome back to another episode of MarkUp Unscripted. Today, I am joined by my lovely friends, Yatish,
Hey guys.
Janvi, as usual,
Hello guys.
and Anjali.
Hi guys.
And my name is Kaustubh Menon, and today we are talking about another fun topic, which is exciting because imagine how different or boring this podcast would be if we didn't have our friends to enjoy this with. Don't you think so?
I feel that we get such different perspectives from everybody, such different experiences, and I think that it's, just so great for all of us actually. We get to learn so much.
In fact, odd combinations do make a very good mix finally.
On that note, the topic for today is co-branding.
Woohoo!
When multiple brands or more than one brands come together and create something exclusive, something new, something where they leave their own identity but also take form of something new and exciting. So what do you guys think about co-branding as a concept in general?
So I think it's very interesting, especially when I read about Red Bull and GoPro. I mean, these are two companies which you don't see them going together very well. It's like a very odd combination of sorts. So when these two were aligned in the same platter, it seemed odd initially, but then I understood how they aligned it. It was in terms of the audience that they both cater to sports, to a sort of sports space. So I think that makes it very interesting.
I'm going to take this conversation from fact to fiction, and one of marketers' favorite show, Emily in Paris, they do a lot of co-branding. Vespa and Dior was one of the examples that I really liked. I mean, I wouldn't have thought of that myself, so that was quite interesting.
You are taking advantage of the other brand's customer base also. So I feel that it's a great opportunity and people are really going forward with it. I think it's brilliant.
So what I wanted to understand and ask you guys is like what why do companies choose to go for co-branding, and what makes it an efficient co-branding? What Anjali's example was about Red Bull and GoPro. In my opinion, I don't think it's strange at all because it's GoPro is all about documenting adventurous lifestyle, and Red Bull is all about the thrill and
Gives
fun.
you wings.
Yeah, it gives you wings, right? And there was this one particular campaign that they did, the Stratos campaign. There's this guy who's jumping out of like a space pod or something, right? And it's nose diving to the earth, which is the epitome of both these things. It's like it's adventure to the max, is the highest of man can achieve. So what does there need to be like a common ground between the brands that are collaborating in order to make it successful? Do you think that's the case?
Not really. I mean, absolutely not. There's a couple of examples. One is about BMW and Louis Vuitton, which there's no synergy between the two brands. Apart from the fact that, they both scream a sort of luxury. But what they did was BMW came up with this new car i8, their electric version. And to do co-branding, Louis Vuitton came up with a 4-piece suitcase luggage, which perfectly fit in the boot of an i8. So that was quite clever in terms of, they were both using each other's brand to promote themselves and tapping into each other's market as well.
Well, I think that there does have to be a somewhat of a common ground between BMW and Louis Vuitton as well. I mean, at least they were catering to the same type of person. If you see their audience, it's going to be a similar type of person, like a person who likes the finer things in life, per se. Similarly, I think there was even between Starbucks and Spotify. So they have an audience of a similar kind. So there's a ground that they lay.
So, talking about what Anjali was saying about Starbucks and Spotify, I feel that, they are trying to get into the general lifestyle of their audience. The people who are there in the, coffee shop, they would definitely want to know what kind of music is playing and how they can actually enhance their playlist.
Spotify has actually done co-branding with Uber as well, wherein they allow the passengers to use Spotify as the platform to play the music in the car. So Spotify has been using co-branding for quite a few.
What other unlikely partnerships, co-brandings have you come across that have been successful or unsuccessful?
So one that I know of is Bonbell. It's a lipstick brand from overseas, and you would not associate a lipstick brand with a Dr. Pepper, which is a drink. So what Bonbell did was they collaborated with Dr. Pepper and came up with their own brand of lipstick, which was it had Dr. Pepper branding, and basically the lipstick not only smelled of Dr. Pepper, it also tasted like it, which I'm sure some of the boys also know by now. And it was so successful that they went on to collaborate with Fanta, Sprite, Coca-Cola. So that is something that...
I mean, another one that I could think of is two biggest rivals coming together for one major campaign. And that is
Burger King and
And
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Burger King and McDonald's, right? So for those who don't know, the collaboration was basically when McDonald's was contributing money towards a charitable cause.
Yeah.
And Burger King decided to help them out, and they declared a no Whopper day. So they weren't selling that trademark signature burger just to further McDonald's cause. So
It was called a day without the Whopper.
correct. So another thing I wanted to ask is, what are the disadvantages of co-branding, if at all there are any? Like, what do companies need to keep in mind, so that they ensure that they're branding it with the right, co-branding with the right kind of company?
That's actually what I was also going to come to. I feel that co-branding does benefit brands, but then one thing they have to keep in mind is that the audience that they're individually serving, and when they come together, does that audience get uncomfortable with the other brand that they're collaborating with? So I think that is very important while you're co-branding.
Moreover, I feel, the brand image could also be tarnished. Like, if you're collaborating with a brand who doesn't have a similar target audience, the other people might feel that, they're not in sync. The brands are not in sync. So that could also hamper the brand's popularity and the revenue, and that could lead to a whole fiasco.
Yeah, in fact, that's what happened with Forever 21, which is a popular fashion brand. They tried a co-branding partnership with a snack bar called Atkins over in the US. And it was failed miserably because if you're going for shopping clothes, you don't really want snack bars, and it wasn't explained to the customers, and the customers didn't really understand the synergies. There were no synergies between the brands. Just blindly going into co-branding just because two different brands are successful does not guarantee a successful collab.
Speaking of which, I know of a brilliant brand that has done both a cafe and a shopping experience seamlessly. And I'm talking about none other than our title sponsor, Nayab Stores. They've launched a new store, which, it serves your shopping experience as well. And it just enhances the whole experience by having a coffee shop there. So what do you guys think about it? Isn't that great?
Yeah, I think it's a fabulous idea. I mean, of course, people would love a combination of this sort.
I mean, fashion and food and beverages. I mean, why wouldn't anybody be happy? I mean, Anjali, I'm sure being girls, we're going to be super excited, and being a coffee head, I'm going to totally love it.
I like shopping too. Don't exclude me.
Yeah, I mean, case in point, IKEA. You go, you buy, you eat, and then you go buy some more.
So, coming back to the topic at hand, we see instances of co-branding very often nowadays, right? And there have to be certain benefits that brands reap out of doing this. Like, one such a benefit that I can think of is it's an easy entry into untapped markets, alien markets for brands. And it just makes sense. Like, for example, one of the brands that has been extremely active in co-branding space is Oreo, right? We have Oreo collaborations with Quality Walls. They've gotten into the ice cream segment. They've got Milka, and Oreo has co-branded with Supreme also, and they have a Supreme shaped cookies. So what other advantages do you guys think there are?
I think one basic one would be that they would definitely, if two brands or more brands come together, they're going to share the risk of whatever campaign, whatever they plan. They might even generate more income in terms of not just in terms of the better product that they're offering, also in terms of making people more attracted to the thing that they're selling.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that, brands are able to increase their credibility because they're able to, collaborate with a more reputable and an aspirational brand. So if you get that exclusivity in between, people are more inclined to buy it. And, it helps both the brands. So not only one brand, because you're getting both the customer bases in place. So that exclusivity really helps.
Yeah, and a brand doesn't need to build up from the bottom if they can latch on to another brand's success. Something that Apple quite successfully did. So they wanted to enter the fitness space, and the easiest way was to go and get the biggest fitness brand in the world, which is Nike. So they went out and just made an Apple plus Nike watch. They did their whole thing with the shoes and the health app.
And speaking of exclusivity, like what Janvi was saying, like the biggest example that comes to mind for me is Kanye x Adidas,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
That's
Yeezys.
yeah.
Yeezys.
Yeezy.
I mean, if I might be wrong here, but I think when it launched, the Adidas sales went up over 19% and raked up around $1.9 billion when the Yeezys came out. And it's not like Adidas obviously is a higher segment brand, but this catered to a higher than higher
Right.
segment, right? It became
It
more
was
Very
exclusive.
niche crowd, a very
Yeah.
niche crowd.
It was actually very crazy seeing Kanye coming together with Adidas and then launching because of the craze for both of these people, both of these entities individually that came together, and then of course it had to go up the sales.
I thought that was a very insightful discussion, but the fun does not end here. The best part is yet to come, which is our trivia round. So this time how we're going to be doing the trivia round is I'm going to give you like a brief about when two brands collaborated and created something new. You'll have to tell me what that brand collab is. Okay?
Okay.
Straightforward?
Why don't you do it the other way around? You tell us what brands there are, and we'll give you a brief about it.
That means being so smart, no? This
So much
podcast.
for the research that we've done.
Yeah. Okay. So the first one is. So this was a collaboration between a motorbike brand and a clothing brand, more specifically a denim brand that it basically catered to a particular set of audience that prefers the whole motorcycle riding experience, and it was done in India.
So I'm guessing the denim brand was Levi's.
Yes, and
Motorcycle Harley Davidson or something.
what else is there to say? I mean, it's like Harley, but it's the Indian Harley.
Royal Enfield.
Royal Enfield.
Royal Enfield.
Yeah.
So they created Levi's created like a limited edition jeans, which was supposed to be extra durable for the rugged men who go on rides to Leh Ladakh and post Insta stories, make all of us feel jealous. But yeah, that was the first one. The second one is a fast food brand which collaborated with a chips brand,
I know this one.
which is
Tacos and Doritos.
yeah, Taco Bell and Doritos. Unfortunately, it wasn't there in India, to my disappointment. But
Yeah.
still a good campaign though. And this one is a little different because it's a breath mint
Okay.
and a soft drink that collaborated for a limited edition. Now, the other hint I can give you is that if it was any other breath mint that combined with this soft drink, it would cause an explosion.
So the soft drink is Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
So breath mint is.
Popular breath mint, guys. Comes in a box.
Comes in a box. I think it could be Tic Tac.
Wow.
Yeah.
So much suspense for that answer, Janvi. Love it. But yeah, it was a limited edition, cola flavored, Coke flavored Tic Tac.
Did anyone buy it?
I don't know because I don't think it
I
was
think
out in
I
India.
would buy it. I would buy it. Why wouldn't I buy it?
Would you
I
want Coca-Cola
would.
fresh
It
mint?
would taste fab.
So the next one is a popular clothing brand in India and abroad as well, sorry, and a luxury clothing brand that collaborated to create their own clothing line.
I have a doubt. Can you please, just provide some more information about the clothing brand in India? I mean, is
It
it
doesn't
like
really narrow down
is it like
anything.
Indian? Is it like Western? Is it fast fashion? Is it normal? How is it?
My entire outfit is that brand, right?
Oh, H&M.
H&M.
right? And H&M collaborated with
Sabyasachi.
Also Versace.
Oh, really?
ding 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 trick question alert. There were 2 right answers for this and both of them got it right. It was Versace and Sabyasachi. Both of them collaborated with H&M in separate occasions.
H&M hanging with the big boy.
Yeah. And the last one is a mobile phone company that is not so relevant anymore and a sports car brand. It's
BlackBerry?
it's BlackBerry.
It's BlackBerry with Mercedes.
No. So basically what they did is they integrated to give the whole sturdy feel of the BlackBerry to make it look low, sporty and stuff. So think of the sportiest car you can think of.
I mean, I'm not into sports cars, but the only thing I can think of is the only brand actually I can think of is this Porsche.
It's Porsche.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Atish.
It's not Porsche. It's Porsche. But yeah. So it's BlackBerry X Porsche, right? So that brings us to the end of this podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed your time on this podcast.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. Too much fun.
And insightful.
Very important. Never forget.
Always a good time with the guys.
Yes, like I
and
said.
girls.
Thanks.
Like I said, खूब जमेगा रंग जब मिल बैठेंगे 4 यार.
आप, मैं और?
Take a break.
और अंजलि और यतिश. Thanks a lot for listening, guys. Do check out our older episodes. We're available on Spotify and YouTube. And we'll be back with similar fun people and more fun topics to talk about. Till then, stay safe and bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.